He finished his little thing, passes it off, and one gentleman, I don't know his name, segues into the questions. Typically, that's where you'll see a lot more shifty eyes, all sorts of stuff. And it's just weird. There's a lot of weird stuff that goes on. There's a weird beeping that goes on for a long period during the question and answer. And I almost feel like it was put in the video so that people who watch the conference would get to that point and be annoyed, and only true people like digging in this shit for information would continue to listen to the noise, because it's irritating. I thought it was like a cell phone or some sort of alert in my house.
I'm Ken Waters, Vice Chairman of Anderson County Council. We want to thank all of our agencies for their quick response.
Okay, so I don't know what agencies were there the first day, but based on what he said, it seemed like they wrapped it up. So why is ATF there? He said everyone's safe, but of course these agencies are going to be here all week. They're going to set up tents, and they're going to waste taxpayer money doing bullshit here. Look at all these eyes looking down. They get so much worse when you see them squirming up there when people are asking questions that should easily be answered.
But the main reason we are here is to make sure everyone involved knows that Anderson County will be supportive of school administration, teachers, students, and families in this situation all the way through the end.
They're already setting up counseling on the weekend for adults and children affected. So it's all just money. They need money for this, so you're going to see some more disturbing things in a bit.
We'd also like to extend our thoughts and prayers to each one of those. Thank you.
Look at how squirmy everyone is. The questions. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Questions, not questions. That's not the script. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Questions. Look at this guy in the back. Oh, no, not questions.
At this point, I don't know the exact relationship between the four. In time, we should be able to put that up for you.
So that was a pretty good question. Are they related? Is there any motive?
That I can't tell you right now. Again, the infancy of the investigation, 3 hours, we don't have much.
Okay, so don't even hold a press conference. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. You guys have to build the event up over a time period to make it seem more solidified. So I understand why you hold news conferences and give fucking no information. Alright. Keep going, though.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think one of the students was shot in the leg, the other in the foot, and the teacher was in the shoulder.
Just the way these guys are lurking up there. This guy's like, oh, to me, they look like, they mean no good. Look at orange, blue, orange. Like, they're all trying to get you to trust them wearing their blue freaking thing. Yellow tasseled flags. Orange lady in a giant orange trench coat looking thing. Orange pin. Orange tie. That I wouldn't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think one of the students was shot in the leg, the other in the foot, and the teacher was in the shoulder.
Can you characterize the injuries at this point, or all the injuries recovered?
That I wouldn't know.
They leave that open-ended for the obvious reason that 2 days later they're going to break the news that one of the kids that was shot in the leg, who was airlifted out, I'm not going to ruin the story. We'll get there in a second.
We haven't even made it into the scene. We have such a large scene at the school. The one on Osborne Drive, we haven't even entered that yet, so I can't tell you that right now. I don't know if our office has or not.
Is the shooter's mother an employee at the school?
I wouldn't.
You know he's a teenager. Do you happen to have his exact age?
I'm just going to say teenager right now.
What's the relationship between the shooter and the shooting, the children?
I know they all go to school together. As far as their being friends or anything, I can't tell you. It was a homeschool.
In the classroom, did this happen in the classroom at the school?
Homeschooled. They all made sure they responded there.
It was homeschool.
Homeschooled. Yeah, homeschooled.
In the classroom, did this happen in the classroom at the school?
The exact location I can't tell you.
Wow. The location you can't tell us? Did it happen at the school? That's all the guy asked. That's weird.
I don't know that yet. I don't know that yet. At this point, I don't have an answer for you on that.
Here's where the beeping starts. Listen to this.
At this point,
3 minutes to go.
We're trying to determine that right now.
And forgive me if I missed this, but where and how did this student enter the shooter? Did he go just straight to the front door? Was it?
Look at them get tense in the back.
I'm not sure that either, sir.
Almost smiles. Security cameras now. Alright, now you'll notice that beeping, and the beeping for me started right when the questions started picking up pace and they were continuously saying they couldn't answer, I don't know, no, we can't tell you that at the moment. Watch how squirmy they start to get behind him and his beeping starts.
At this point, we don't know. We're trying to determine that right now. I'm not sure that either, sir.
He's smiling!
And there's security cameras and 2 entryways, a door lock system, an airlock system.
So hear this beeping? It's like they told someone to have a watch alarm go off, like, I don't know, 10 minutes into this thing, so that if the questions are getting dragged out, that maybe the people are less likely to ask them because of this beeping, annoying noise. I don't know. It's just a theory, but can someone please stop the beeping? It's a professional news conference. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen more professional presentations at college. Like, shut your damn phone or whatever that is off. This is a television. This live conference. That's why I'm not buying any of this. She's laughing.
Have to be buzzed in, but I'm not sure how he entered the school. I don't have that information.
Is she smirking?
Go with the handgun.
Okay, the beeping stopped.
Go with the handgun. Go with the handgun.
What can you tell us about the weapon? Was it a handgun?
Go with the handgun. Go with the handgun.
Caliber? What? Why is it funny? They just want to know the caliber. I should be able to answer that. Caliber, smiling. You know, I had this one concept in my head. What if they were just doing like airsoft shootings? School shooting. Like caliber, he's smirking. What if they were using like airsoft caliber BBs? And that's the big joke that no one's figured out yet. Smiling. Smiling. I'm going to have to validate my account. Because this is definitely going to be like a 30, maybe even an hour special on this incident. Clearly smiling. Clearly smiling.
He would have to be buzzed in, but I'm not sure how he entered the school. I don't have that information.
You see that glitching too? I thought that was my buffering. That's on the recording.
Or the handgun.
He asked you the caliber, not if it was a handgun. That should not, no one should be smiling. No one should be smiling, period, if this is real. Well, what was the weapon? It was a handgun. What was the caliber? Well, if you don't want to tell us the caliber, it's just kind of, it's getting ridiculous at this point, the suspicion based on the amount of, like, you can't answer any questions, can't tell us what caliber gun it was, and then not only do you say it was a handgun, well, handgun doesn't designate caliber. It can be a .45 handgun, it can be a .38, it could be a .357 Magnum revolver, it could be a Luger, it could be anything. It could be his dad's Glock. It could be a Glock 9mm. You know, that would help us out. If it was a .45, maybe we have hemorrhaging blood loss and an inability to save a 6-year-old after airlifting him out 7 minutes after the incident. This one couldn't be any more fake. I mean, they're fidgety the whole time, and I swear this guy's about to laugh. A lot of these people look like they're about to laugh, and here they are breaking a little bit of that nervousness. And what did they do? They rejected a reporter. They didn't tell him the caliber of the weapon. I mean, it's a pretty easy thing. And like the fact that they just breeze over the CCTV or their surveillance, that should be released, you know, right away.
Something's going on at school this time. Is that fine with recess?
I mean, I don't know if I should speak to this. I think there were some students out on the recess area, and the shooting may have occurred there, and the teacher got the students in the car.
Well, where the shooting occurred somewhere. I heard he ran with a fence. And I know this is early when they weren't giving information out, but why? Why aren't you giving information out? The guy started this conference saying everything was good, everyone's safe, we have him in custody. So start breaking the scene down for us. And you won't see that happen because they're waiting for ATF. They're waiting for these higher level agencies to walk them through the process and tell them what info to release, what to do. Because we saw this as an unfolding event. And they have to make it like this. And I'm not saying like this is the first one like this. A lot of them do follow this blueprint where they unfold. You get the crisis actors. And that's what the video is finishing up with. It's what I started my day watching this morning. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, I say this all the time. But this time, it's freakish that because they let the camera roll 3 minutes on this lady, and it's bad. It's crisis acting. This one is crisis acting. They have a GoFundMe, and it's crisis acting, clear, cut, and dry.
I have to defer to law enforcement.
I don't have access to that. I wouldn't.
You don't. What? This is. See what I mean? This is like the weirdest. I'm watching this with you guys live. Usually I do that too. I see maybe a 5-minute piece of the video and decide whether or not to go in depth with it. And I mean 5 minutes of like, not even 5 minutes, less than that. I just skip through it and get a good chunk. And usually there's at least 1 or 2 little things that I definitely can make a video about. And now this one's going to have to get chopped down because there was just so much just in the questions. And we're still not even done.
I do know it's on the school ground.
That was actually out in the Michigan.
Oh, he's getting a signal.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude this news conference. We'll
Did
have
you
next
hear
scheduled
that?
News conference at
And then he
9
dips in.
p.m. If we have any additional information that we can provide, we'll give you.
I'm gonna go over that again because this is a lot. This is a critical question here. He asked.
Right.
That was actually opportunity initially, my understanding, stopped.
I do know it's on the school ground.
So they just answered the question that they apprehended him on the school grounds. They weren't able to tell you where the shooting was specifically. Like, I don't know why not. If they're able to tell you where they apprehended him, what they? All right, listen to this This guy, just watch his mannerism, watch his demeanor, while this journalist asks the question.
That was actually opportunity initially, my understanding, stopped about 5
He says something about the suspect was apprehended at first by a firefighter. And this guy's looking around, all of them are kind of like, huh. Maybe he's telling them that's it, we ran out of time. I just don't think they want to answer that question about the firefighter. Why are they not answering this yet?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude this news conference. We'll have next scheduled
And then
news conference at 9 p.m.
And he cuts in.
If we have any additional information that we can provide, we'll give you those updates as it becomes available. But our next scheduled time is at 9 o'clock this evening. Thank you.
We do not know what the governor will be speaking, because the governor will be meeting with us later on here at this facility, but we're not prepared, she's just not prepared to press release stuff. Because everything's so fluid and moving on with this.
All of them trying to leave, but this lady was smirking, I swear, the whole time. These two were laughing.
General Taylor